gentlemen, this is the first time a match of such international importance has been seen on home television. Randy Turpin, the former middleweight champion of the world, until he came back to fight Ray Robinson in a defense of his crown, and Robinson knocked him out at the Polo Grounds. And so Randy is battling for a chance to regain the crown tonight against Carl Bobo Olson, the American middleweight champion, and Randy Turpin, the middleweight champion of Europe. It's the first time a representative of Great Britain will fight in a championship contest before a home TV audience.
Signed here by the New York State Athletic Commission. Judges are Arthur Suskin and Charlie Shortell. The timekeeper, George Bannon. Counting for the knockdowns at the bell, Harry Kessler. Referee, Al Burrow. This is the main event. 15 rounds for the middleweight championship of the world, presented by the International Boxing Club of New York. The principals, introducing from Leamington, England, wearing white trunks, weighing 157, former middleweight king, Randy Turpin. His opponent from Honolulu, wearing black trunks, weighing 159.5 pounds, Carl Bobo Olson. 15 rounds for the middleweight championship of the world. Another contest to follow.
That is referee Al Burrell bringing the two boys out for their final instructions, which of course will be heard wherever you happen to be listening in.
I presume. I expected a good, clean fight. In case of a knockdown, the man scoring the knockdown will go to a neutral corner and stay there till I tell you to resume boxing. In event of I want you both to come out fighting and shake hands now. Good luck to both of you.
Both boys 25 years of age, with Olson, Hawaiian born, and Randy Turpin from the British Isles. Olson has had a total of 58 bouts. Randy Turpin has had 5 less at 53. Olson in the black trunks weighing 159.5. Randy Turpin at 157. Round 1 underway. Turpin, admittedly a powerful puncher who likes it at long range. Olson, who flurries a lot, likes to work inside, and always in superb condition. And it is Turpin staggering Olson with a good left hook to the head. And Olson in the first minute of the bout, hanging on. Bobo established quite a favorite by the experts before the bout. Olson's nose is reddened a bit as a result of a couple of clouts that have been thrown by Randy Turpin here early in round 1 for the middleweight championship of the world from Madison Square Garden. Turpin very strong. Olson having difficulty tying him up. Turpin's right uppercut grazing the chin of Olson with 30 seconds to go in the first round. And round one is over as Sid Flaherty and Fred Bianchi are giving him last-minute instructions about how to stay away from the bull-like rushes of Randy Turpin, who is trying to become the 5th man in middleweight history to regain the championship after having lost it. Olson is in the black trunks, weighing 159.5. Turpin at 157. Olson was staggered in the first round and had to hold on. Round two. Bobo has done very little punching and certainly very little landing so far. Olson prefers to work inside, and the long-range punching of Turpin so far has kept Bobo fairly well at a distance so far. What an uppercut that Turpin missed that time. 1 minute to go in the second round. Al Burrell, the referee, warned Turpin about breaking cleanly. Since this is a championship affair, the automatic 8 count, mandatory 8 count will not be invoked tonight, and 3 knockdowns in a round does not necessarily constitute the KO. Round 2 is over as they both miss haymakers at the bell. Now the two boys in their corners. On the left side of your screen is Randy Turpin, who has had a total of 53 bouts, winning 49, losing 3, and has been knocked out by Ray Robinson and Gene Stock. Carl Bobo Olson, with 58 bouts, 53 wins and 5 defeats, has scored 25 knockouts himself and has been knocked out once by Ray Robinson. And both boys are battling for the crown, vacated by Sugar Ray. We want to welcome 2 California cities tonight, joining us for these famous Pabst Blue Ribbon bouts. Station KERO in Bakersfield and KCCC in Sacramento. Glad to have you with us. We'll be seeing you every Wednesday from now on. Round 3. Randy Turpin, who's been throwing a lot of heavy leather out there, against Carl Bobo Olson for the middleweight championship of the world. Olson punching in a combination for the first time tonight. Both boys with somewhat awkward styles. which presents that argument. Is an awkward man easy to hit or hard to hit? A 15-round bout. This is the third round. Turpin acts as his own trainer. He didn't want to leave his fight in the training camp, and he dictated the number of rounds that he would box, and frequently took it easy. Round 3 with 45 seconds remaining. Neither man shows a mark so far. The World's Middleweight Championship from Madison Square Garden before a tremendous throng. The Garden's capacity around 17,000, and we must have just about that figure tonight. That, of course, is unofficial. Round 6, Bobo Olson in the black trunks, Randy Turpin in the white. Neither man has been down. There is a shallow laceration under the left eye on the left cheekbone of Randy Turpin. Turpin graduated from the carnival ranks in England to become a great pro. Middleweight champ, then he lost it to Ray Robinson, is trying to regain it tonight. You'll notice the almost complete lack of jabbing. Both boys punching with both fists rather than going to the jabs. It's been hammer and tong since the opening bell. Turpin on the ropes with 30 seconds remaining in round 6. Of course, since this is for the middleweight championship, we have sports writers from all over the world here tonight. A large group from England, and some of those gentlemen have fascinated the group around ringside with their beautiful handlebar mustaches. This is round 7. Randy Turpin in the white trunks, Carl Bobo Olson in the black trunks. Neither man has been down. A lot of terrific punches have been landed. They appear to be in wonderful condition. Turpin has been very strong in the early moments of the round. Then, as you saw in round 6, he appears to try to rest in the final 30 to 60 seconds of the round, and that's the time that Olson has been scoring. Round 7 for the middleweight championship. .30 seconds in the 7th round. And once again, in the final seconds of the round, Olson is carrying it to Turpin. And round 7 is over. Carl Bobo Olson from Hawaii, who makes beautiful San Francisco his fistic headquarters now, and Randy Turpin from Leamington Spa, England, whose birthplace is just about 8 miles from Stratford-on-Avon, the birthplace of William Shakespeare. And more great activity tonight as round 8 for the middleweight championship is ready to come up. They have tried to patch up the laceration under the left eye of Turpin, and they have staunched the flow very well. Olson does not show a mark so far. Round 8. If you have noticed in the past 2 rounds, Turpin punches very well in the early minutes of the round. And then in the last minute or so, then Olson comes on to punch very strongly. Round 8 so far, perhaps the slowest round of the match, as both boys are feeling the toll of the punching that they have done and the punches that they have absorbed. Holding on after a terrific right hand. Best blow of the bout was landed with about a minute to go in round 8 when the right hand of Randy Turpin banked off the temple of Carl Bobo Olson. Pabst Blue Ribbon happy to bring you this 15-round championship from Madison Square Garden. Round 9. Olson seems to be very tired at this stage. Probably hasn't recovered fully from that right hand that nailed him in the 8th round. Blow that Olson threw there landed. One minute to go in round 9. I believe Turpin could have gotten up anyway, but the bell saved him, and here is Dr. Nardiello in the ring to examine Randy Turpin to see if he's all right. Dr. Nardiello is reporting to referee Al Burl that he's all right. I believe that he could have gotten up at the count of 9, but he was saved by the bell. As we tabulated, the count went to 5. Anyway, we've got 6 more steaming rounds to go. That's the first knockdown. Carl Bobo Olson had Turpin down with a right-hand smash between the eyes. Round 10 coming up, brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon. We have 2 tired boys in there now, and this is only round 10, and the bout is scheduled for 15. Turpin in his own corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turpin is up at the count of 9 with a minute and a half in the round. One minute in the 10th round. Turpin down in the 9th, has been down in the 10th also. Both boys very arm weary. .30 seconds. Randy Turpin down twice, once in the 9th, once in the 10th. And we're getting ready now for round 11. And here it is. Olson in the black trunks, Randy Turpin in the white trunks. Turpin, the stronger of the two, trying to tie up Olson. Olson punching very sharply, devastatingly here in the last 3 or 4 rounds. Olson is over in his own, or rather Turpin is in his own corner. And using the ropes for as much rest as he can get. minute and a half remaining in the 11th round. Turpin was hurt by a body punch. "30 seconds in round 11. Turpin landed a good right as Olson was coming in. In a great battle from Madison Square Garden in New York for the middleweight championship of the world. We're ready to go with round 12. Very warm in here tonight. The heat from the ring lights undoubtedly sapping the strength of the boys just a bit. Turpin was down in the 9th round and again in the 10th. Olson has not been down but has been staggered twice. Once in the 1st, once in the 8th. Round 12 of the scheduled 15-rounder. Bobo Olson seems to be having a bit of difficulty breathing. His nose is swollen. Turpin drew a warning there for a low blow. .45 seconds in round 12. And Turpin was hit with a terrific right hand. His eyes glazed on him for just a second. It's just a fighting heart that's holding Randy up in there now. Olson has had a lot of shots at Turpin in the last couple of rounds, been unable to put him away, and Randy, very strong, is always dangerous. This is round 13. Olson in the black trunks, Turpin in the white. You notice Olson never stops that shadow boxing sort of attack that he uses. He keeps his arms moving all the time. Round 13. Now with 2 minutes gone in round 13, this is usually where the action starts. Turpin has been in trouble late in about 4 of the rounds and seems to be conserving his strength when he gets on the ropes for just one big punch that he hopes will knock out Olson. Round is almost over. Tonight we'd like to welcome station KOIN-TV in Portland, Oregon, bringing all you fans in Portland these blue ribbon bouts every Wednesday night from now on. Round 14 for the middleweight championship. Turpin was in trouble at the end of round 13, but recuperated nicely in his corner. Turpin is in the white trunks. Carl Bobo Olson from Hawaii and San Francisco, California in the black. Turpin appears to be cut badly around the mouth now. He's had difficulty retaining his mouthpiece. Olson badly swollen around the nose. The left cheekbone of Turpin has opened up again. The fans howl every time Olson gets Turpin over on the ropes. with 1 more to go. So we're ready for round 15 of another Pabst Blue Ribbon World Championship bout. And here we go. Bobo Olson in the black trunks, Randy Turpin in the white for the World's Middleweight Championship. Turpin punching desperately, swinging wide. A minute and 20 seconds to go. Both boys very arm weary. Fighting mostly flat-footed now. Olson going all out for the knockout. Turpin still strong. Well, you've seen yourselves 15 rounds of bristling middleweight action for the Middleweight Championship of the World, with Randy Turpin from Leamington Spa, England, trying to regain the Middleweight Championship that he held briefly after decisioning Ray Robinson in Europe, only to lose it back here at the Polo Grounds in New York in a bristler against Sugar Ray Robinson, with Robinson knocking him out. Carl Bobo Olson, who won the Middleweight Championship of the United States with his defeat of Paddy Young. As the cards have been checked now, here comes the verdict, ladies and gentlemen.
Judge Charlie Shortell scores it 11-4, favor of Bobo Olson. Referee Al Burrell, 9-4 and 2 even, favor of Bobo Olson. Judge Arthur Suskin, 8-7, favor of Olson. The winner and middleweight champion of the world, Carl Bobo Olson.
Bobo Olson is in tears, ladies and gentlemen, as he realized he has finally scaled the fistic heights after winning a unanimous decision